What is this crazy thing called tapping? You've probably heard of it. You've probably seen people looking ridiculous by tapping on their face, their chest, the top of their head. Why? What good could this possibly do? It's weird, it looks crazy, and it makes no sense whatsoever. Right? Hi, this is Natalie Hill of tapintomoney.com and the author of Make EFT Work Every Time. In this short video, I'm going to tell you what is this crazy thing called tapping. If you're brand new to it, or if you've seen it and wonder what the heck it is, you're in for a treat. You're about to learn a tool that can do something as simple as make you feel better right now, and a technique that can totally transform your life. This process is called Emotional Freedom Technique, EFT for short, and is commonly just called tapping. If you Google it, you'll see thousands of articles and videos on it all over the web, even in multiple languages. It's been around for about 30 years. So tapping is a personal development or mindset technique, and it was originally used by therapists to rid people of phobias and traumatic stress. But it was borrowed by the personal development folks because it's so effective at shifting limiting beliefs and long entrenched patterns of thought, emotion, and behavior. It's been used effectively for about anything you can name, like anxiety, insomnia, self-esteem issues, allergies, pain, phobias, cravings, overeating, post-traumatic stress, and the list goes on. So what is this crazy thing called tapping? It's a very simple technique that was created based on the energy meridians or chi meridians of the body. These are the same meridians that are used by acupuncturists to unlock energy blockages and get energy flowing again in healthy patterns in your body. When you tap on those same meridians with your fingertips, it causes an electrical stimulation to the meridian, and as with acupuncture, it unblocks stuck energy and gets energy flowing in a healthy way again. When you do this tapping while thinking of an emotional issue, something upsetting to you, you reset the fight or flight response in the body. In one of the many studies done on tapping, they measured the body's cortisol level before and after tapping. High cortisol is an indication of stress. And in this particular test, after a few minutes of tapping, the cortisol level dropped so much that the lab techs didn't believe the results were correct, because they didn't believe that a simple crazy technique like tapping could possibly cause that. So they repeated the lab test 3 times to prove that the results they got were right, because they had brought the cortisol down so much. So that's what happens in your body when you go from being in a state of fight or flight to a calm state. So in the case of a painful memory, you can think of the memory before tapping and notice how it causes fear or anger, panic or sadness, all associated with the fight or flight response and release of cortisol. But after tapping, you can think of the same memory and feel calm. This is how it works so well in traumatic stress disorder. It actually disconnects the thought from the nervous system. So you can have the same painful things having happened in your past, but you can live in a calm, resourceful, peaceful, energized state today. That's the promise of tapping. My personal specialty is using it with entrepreneurs to help clear things like the fear of claiming your the fear of claiming your passion, of growing your business, of stepping into your brilliance, of charging what you're worth and accumulating wealth, of really giving your gift to the world in a bigger and bigger way. So why should you use tapping? Well, first of all, like I said, it's been clinically proven dozens of times to work. And second, lots of big-name people who you might know use it and recommend it. People like Louise Hay, Jack Canfield, Wayne Dyer, Harv T. Eker, Dr. Mercola, Cheryl Richardson, Anthony Robbins, David Wolfe. And here's the deal with tapping. You have to be willing to do a technique that looks and may feel a little crazy at first. Basically what you do is you think of a situation that's upsetting you. This brings up the emotions related to it into your body. And when you tap on specific meridian points while feeling those emotions, the crazy tapping does its magic and your body and mind relax. When that happens, you no longer have the same thoughts about the issue. So, like I often tap with my entrepreneurial clients on raising their rates. At first, they're scared. They can't imagine how anyone would pay them more. They're afraid to ask for that money. They believe they're not worth it, and they feel stuck. So we just tap on all of those thoughts and emotions and the fear and the unworthiness. And after tapping, they feel so much more confident. They know that they're worthy, and they then can come up with ideas for programs, for groups, for high-level programs, for single clients. Before the tapping, they might have been resistant to all those ideas. But after tapping, they're open-minded, creative, and eager. And that is typically what happens when you tap for anything. Looking back on my life, the constant inner struggle that I used to live in before I learned tapping, and how I feel now, I know this is a powerful tool that can change your life. But you won't know that unless you experience it for yourself and feel the changes within your own life. So my challenge to you is to begin using tapping on disturbing issues in your own life and feel what it can do for you.